Hey YouTube, this is City Prepping. Want to make a quick video. I've only got a second. I've been running 100 miles an hour taking care of this house, and that's essentially what's been going on here in the last several weeks. I haven't been able to make videos in quite a while. As I've shared with you on the channel in the past, I've been in the process of selling my old house, buying this new one. Long story short is the old house took forever to sell, much longer than we expected, and finally sold it on Friday, a couple of days ago. So that's been a big burden off my shoulders. And as a result, unfortunately, I haven't even had time to create any videos over the last few months. Been so tied up with getting that one sold, and again, dealing with moving into this house and getting settled here. On that note, I'm really excited to hopefully get back in the groove over the next few weeks to continue to create videos like I did in the past on a regular basis. As you can see, I've got a lot going on. This property has a vineyard. When I purchased it, it's a pretty big vineyard. It's taken up a lot of my time to get this up to speed. When I bought the house, the vineyard was really in bad neglect. There was a lot of problems. The coyotes had been chewing through the water lines. A lot of drip heads were busted. A lot of vines had unfortunately died because of neglect. And so I've had to really go back through and kind of restore it to try to bring it up to speed. So, to bring it back to life. Now that I've got that squared away, been really tied up obviously or as well with my business. And so between the two things and the house and selling all the, the other house, etc., life's been a little chaotic over the last few weeks. And so now things are hopefully going to kind of ease into back to a sense of normalcy. And on that note, I'm really excited to kick off making videos again. There's a lot on my plate, a lot of things that I've been really interested in creating videos for. Specifically, as I've been up here, I've been really interested in learning more about renewable energies like solar and wind power. Where I live out here, I've obviously got a lot of land. I'm going to really start working on expanding, my water reserves. And there's a lot of things I'd love to share with you and take you along as I learn on this property. I don't think this channel is going to become a homesteader channel. I mean, obviously we've got a lot of land, but I don't think I would quite define myself as a homesteader. Now, I do want to learn, again, self-sustainability on this property and take advantage of all this land I have. But, there's a lot of things that are just basic that, even though the name of this channel is City Prepping, when I originally started the channel, I lived in a urban or suburban environment. And that was kind of the initial, reason for the name. I was sharing what I'm learning in an urban environment. And so now that I have land, I also would love to introduce those elements of what I'm learning out here, and obviously try to keep it still with things that can be practically learned if you live in an urban or a suburban environment. On that note, I've really been trying to focus here lately on getting all my preps restored. When I moved, I had to empty out all my water storage, and a lot of other things that kind of, to be honest, fell into neglect when it came to my preps. I don't know if you saw in the news, but about 5 days ago on Tuesday morning, there was a 4.5 out here in Southern California, and it woke me up. I was actually up a few minutes before it hit, but when it hit, it was kind of a wake-up call for me because, I could hear it coming from, from off in the distance. A low thunder snapped, hit the house, and it was a real wake-up call to me that, hey, do I have my preps in line? And for me, I didn't. I didn't have any water backup or anything like that. So I've been working on that a lot over the last few days, getting those basics back in line that I've, again, unfortunately neglected. And so on that note, there's a lot of things that, again, I'm very interested in, continuing learning. Freeze drying food, I really want to get back into that. My machine's just sitting in my house, and I've got it hooked up, but I haven't been able to use it lately. Again, want to continue to expand on learning renewable energies. I did a video last fall on the Kodiak Energy solar generator. I'll put a link to that video, and again, if you want to pick up one of those, I've got a 20% coupon I'll put a link to in the description section below. And that video, really taught me a lot. And there was a lot of feedback from the community. People were asking me about, hey, can you hook it up to a wind turbine? And that's something I'm really interested in now as well, because we have a lot of wind up here. And so I really want to begin to study that and learn how to connect to, a solar turbine, and begin to learn how to use that as a way to harvest energy. So on that note, again, I plan on, picking up, getting busy again with the channel here soon. My business, my primary company I own, it always keeps me busy, and it's been extremely busy as of late, which is a good thing. But again, I still enjoy this channel because it's a way of teaching me, and I've shared this before in the past, but probably the number one reasons I love having a YouTube channel is because it forces me to learn. One of the things I learned in college is if you're going to teach or try to train someone, obviously you have to know it better than them. And that's the highest form of education, is to be able to take something, break it down, learn it yourself, and then be able to turn around and teach it to other people. And that's one of the, I think, driving motivators for me on this channel, is that, I want to learn, and by forcing myself to break it down, study it, educate myself, it helps me to turn around and teach other people. And that's why I really enjoy this channel, is because it pushes me to learn. And again, as I learn, I would love to share that on this channel, hopefully in a way that makes sense and is easy to break down and digest in ways that are practical. And that's again one of the things that I really want to do with this channel. And so on that note, if you have any feedback, any comments, post those in the description section below on, any video ideas that you want to see over the next few months. There's things I have in my mind, but I would always, love to, I always do enjoy hearing back from the community. Actually, I do read the comments, believe it or not. And, I love to get feedback. So if there's anything you want to hear or see, again, post those in the description or the comment section below, and I will respond. And, I'm beginning to build a list of videos that I want to make over the next few months. And again, please provide your feedback. So as always, thanks again for subscribing, for staying loyal to the channel. Again, I'm excited for this year, all the things that I want to begin to do with this property. There's a lot of projects I can do out here. I've got a big hill on the top behind the property where I'd like to kind of build a YouTube area where I can create solar panel setups, the wind turbines, gardens and other things where I can kind of section that area off of the, to really grow and expand and to learn, to expand this channel. So again, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Again, I look forward to creating more and more content over the next few months. And as always, be safe out there.